It's Dale D'Antoni here. Welcome to the Sofa Sessions. D'Antoni, Wayne.
One of the things that the blessing is, I mean, I'm very regimented with those meetings, very regimented. But in those margins, I do have some free time. I'm a big cycler, and so if I don't get my ride in the mornings, sometimes I'll go at lunch and I'll go do my ride because I know I have meetings or counseling sessions that evening. So I'll just take an hour and a half to do that. I kind of did that today for this podcast.
Did you bike over here?
I biked at lunch today.
Okay.
I biked at lunch, and I know I have another meeting after the podcast, and so I knew I'd be late, and then I'm doing a Bible study tonight as well. And so I thought, well, I'll get my ride in today in the afternoon. So the one thing, we do have some flexibility.
That's good.
That is nice with being a pastor.
Have you ever thought about doing the Tour de France?
No, I don't think. I think I'll leave that to Lance Armstrong and all his problems and issues. But no, I ride for conditioning and burning calories, and I'm regimented. I ride about 70 miles a week and 5 days a week. But it's become therapy for me, mentally, emotionally, physically, to just go out and ride an hour. I normally ride about 50 minutes to an hour. So.
Do you listen to music or anything when you do that?
I listen to music. I listen to podcasts. I listen to leadership podcasts. I've never had the opportunity to listen to the Sofa Session podcast, but I think now I might have to pop it on when I do a ride.
I'll send you some good episodes. There are some you probably might not, enjoy, but there are some you will, I think.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So if I ever, were to bike, I don't think I could do it without music.
Yeah. No.
It would just be so boring.
No.
I feel like.
Yeah.
And I'd be telling myself, you're going slow, go faster. And then I go faster, and then it would just be so bad.
Yeah. Well, when you've done it as long as I do, you know your rhythm pretty well. And I use an Under Armour app with my riding, so I know my speed, I know my miles, I kind of know what I'm doing with that. And but I would say majority of the time, 80% of the time I'm listening. There are times I will turn it all off just because the Greenway here in North Augusta, I ride the Greenway pretty regularly. That's where I do most of my riding, and so it's so pretty. So there are times I will, but most of the time I got something going. I'm a little bit of a Swiftie. I hate to admit that to some out there, but I'm a little bit of the Swiftie kind of person. And give me a little style and blank space to ride to, and you can ride to that stuff so well. It puts you in a good cadence. But the church has laughed when I've shared that a little bit. But hey,
I dig it. I like it.
I try to be diverse with what I ride to, because you got to mix it up when you ride that much.
What else do you listen to other than Taylor Swift?
Oh man, I listen to. I'm a big '80s guy. So you can name me an '80s band.
AC/DC?
I'm a huge Phil Collins. No, I'm not as much hard rock, metal rock. I like Journey. I like REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, that's the good
all
stuff.
of those. I love riding to those. I love riding to Phil Collins. And Genesis. I love riding to those. And then obviously I'll listen to some Christian music as well. I love listening to Mercy Me. I love listening to Phil Wickham. Love listening to DC Talk. Well, I say DC Talk. Toby Mac. I like to listen to him. But I kind of mix it up because I just like to keep it fresh.
I guess it depends on how you're feeling that day.
On the mood. It really does. And so I'll mix it up, and then I listen to some sermons. I actually do a lot of scripture reading by listening to scripture. With my reading through the Bible every year. So I'll oftentimes I'll just listen while I ride for 15 or 20 minutes. Then turn on some music or something, and it really diversifies.
Yeah, well, that's good.